Hey, we've got another monster passage from the Psalms, man. Let's go. Yeah, that's right. We're in Psalm 16. Now, some of these you'll see as like really connect with the resurrection of Jesus. In fact, part of this psalm where he says, "You will not abandon my soul to Sheol, or let your Holy One see corruption," is kind of used in that telling of the crucifixion story and all of that. But it has, again, I think, a connection for us and a reality for us. So let's just read it. You ready? We're in Psalm 16. We're going to do 7 to 11, a couple of verses, but these are awesome. I love these. David says, "I bless the Lord who gives me counsel. In the night also my heart instructs me. I have set the Lord always before me. Because he is at my right hand, I shall not be shaken. Therefore my heart is glad and my whole being rejoices. My flesh also dwells secure. For you will not abandon my soul to Sheol, or let your Holy One see corruption. You make known to me the path of life, and in your presence there is fullness of joy. At your right hand are pleasures forever." And so, you have so many things in this passage. He's saying, look, whatever I get that is good and useful, especially for my heart and for my soul, comes from the Lord. He's the one who's instructed. He's like, I want to put him in front of me and all that I'm doing. And because he's right there, I'm not going to be shaken. Now, I want to say this, because this is really cool, because Jesus basically fulfills all of this perfectly, right? Because we get distracted and we're not doing all that. But when you see in the life, death, and resurrection of Jesus, this lived out perfectly in my place and in your place, especially about the Holy One not seeing corruption, right? He doesn't like go into a grave and stay there for hundreds of years. He goes in 3 days and then he's alive again. And it's awesome and it's incredible. But his focus, his insistence on not his will, but the Father's will, not his mission, in terms of as a human being, which would be, some other cup, some other way. He's like, no, it's God's way. It's the Father's mission. That's what we're here to do. And so he is obedient and perfect and holy and righteous, all for us and all for our sake. That is so important, because as he dies for us, he is a perfect sacrifice. Do you see how that works? And so that means if you ever doubt whether that sacrifice was enough, whether he really meant it, or whether it was enough, know that it was more than enough, because his life was perfect, every aspect, every part of it. Now, he had the same temptations as us, the same opportunities, if you will, to fail or to sin or to give up or just be disobedient, but he never did. He never did. And that's awesome, and that shows that he's our King, who laid aside his glory in that moment, for that life, to live that in our place and to die for us. And so we get the benefit of that dying and rising and that sacrifice, and we're free and we're alive because he came back to life. And so we get to live our lives differently, knowing, and here's really the summary of this psalm, is like, man, it's all from him. He's everything, man. He's the path. He's the light for our path. He is all of that. He's our source of strength. He's our source of wisdom and our source of holiness and life and forgiveness and love and hope. Man, it's all in him. Accept no substitutes. And that's what I want to say to you today. Accept nothing less than the perfect Word of God made flesh, who dwelt among us and died and rose for us. To know that he died and rose for you. So let's get out there. Let's tell the world. Let's get excited about this truth and let the world know about the hope we have in Jesus. All right. I'm Pastor Fred. This is The Follow Through. Hit that subscribe button and share this with somebody. Again, we'll see you tomorrow for another one.